And it says we're live.
It lies.
Ko-fi.com/the blanket fort. Are you done doing?
I am now. If you'd like to support the blanket fort and keep the air conditioner running, donate here.
Yeah.
If you are an exhausted publisher, you probably need coffee. Buy coffee from King Harv's. Tell them you heard about it from us. Among the Leaves Teas. tinyurl.com. Among the Leaves Teas. Friend of ours. Tell them you heard about it from us. I'm knackered.
Rick says, in Karen mode, I'd like to speak to the manager about your weather scheduling.
No kidding.
Oh, you and the rest of us. Okay, I don't necessarily mind the rain because my garden is very happy, but so are the weeds.
Yeah.
And the mosquitoes.
Oh, God, yes.
The mosquitoes are deliriously happy.
Yes.
No kidding.
Hey, Differs, Julie, everybody else. Good to see y'all. It's been a week so far. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's only Tuesday.
The second Monday of the week.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I had the AC folks come in and check my AC since it's that time of the year. And sure enough, had a compressor or a capacitor going out. And it's $125.
Of course it is.
And he looks at it and goes, oh, this is one of those odd ones. It's like, crap.
You never want to hear that.
The miracle was he had one on his truck. It was the right size.
Excellent.
Saved my bacon on that.
That was a miracle.
Yeah. And then I go to PT. And
how was your physical terrors?
Got my ass whipped.
Good.
I am so friggin' weak, it's not funny. And
my shocked face. Let me show you it.
Yeah. And I think that's why this rib head keeps popping out.
Yeah.
There's not enough muscle to hold it in.
It happens.
Yeah. Which makes it even more fun when you roll over and something goes pop, and all of a sudden your back starts really hurting again.
According to my doctor, that happens when your birth date starts with a 19.
Yeah, shut up.
No, he did it to me.
Yes, Differs, you have a veteran question. Go ahead, please.
Yes, they swear. Yes, they stink.
Nancy, that would assume I could bend it that much. That is one of the exercises, quote, they have me doing 30 times.
That was a turkey cheddar sandwich for those of you asking.
Kermit, the back is actually pretty good. The spine is. The rib head, not so much.
If y'all can find some Zataran's Creole mustard and you ever tried it before,
it's good.
Zataran's Creole mustard. Just had a turkey and cheddar sandwich with plain fluorescent yellow mustard. I'm missing my Zataran's.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but
it's not good.
Friend had stroke, currently no
longer verbal.
Because what can the Legion of VA help her get an advocate or help? Yes.
Yes, go to the if he was a member of the American Legion, go to his post and request help from the service advisor. If he was not, call your local VA office and get help through them.
Are they lawfully married?
Ooh, that throws a...
Because if they're lawfully married, and he's no longer verbal, the doctor should be the hell.
Yeah, that's a $64 question.
Yeah, and this is...
Yes, they are married.
Okay, good.
Then he should already be telling her.
Yeah.
Unless he gave medical power of attorney to somebody else. If he gave medical power of attorney to some other idiot, otherwise the doctor needs to be yanked by the scrotum and informed about spousal privileges.
Yeah. Pastor and his wife. Oh, joy.
Okay, well, I mean, legal marriage helps, but
Yeah.
having another advocate from the realm of when my husband was in the hospital with a heart attack, I was in no frame of mind to retain all the torrent of information that
Yeah.
was being thrown at me. And I had someone that was with me, a friend that stayed with me the whole time, and other friends that were in and out. And that helped enormously.
Yeah.
So having somebody, especially somebody that is somewhat savvy with medical speak,
Yeah.
because it's a whole nother lingo.
Okay, guys.
Well, use the via.
The first thing you should do is check with the hospital, see if they have an ombudsman. The ombudsman will advocate on behalf of the patients.
Yes.
Second, check with your insurance. See if they've got client advocates. They will also advocate for you. They will. If you have a county veterans organization like Texas does,
Yeah.
get a hold of them, and they're a good one. They'll set up a rocket.
Oh, the hospital caused a second stroke by neglect and not giving medicine. Lovely.
That would do it.
So
that's why the doc is not talking.
That he's seeing the malpractice train coming down the track.
And may have been advised by a lawyer already to shut up.
So, and then
that's what killed my grandmother. They gave her a stroke.
Yeah.
Because she was given the wrong medicine.
Yep.
And when I got home on leave, went to the hospital and requested the medical records. Mysteriously, they were no longer available.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hospitals won't tell her anything. That sounds to me like that she probably needs to fire up a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would start with the county veterans organization and the American Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad juju.
Mm-hmm. And if the VA veteran service officer in the county can't help,
try and take her 40K, 401K on top of everything. Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow. Lawyer up.
Yeah, lawyer up, definitely.
Lawyer up.
Because what they're doing, what I can see already what they're trying to do, get the money away from her so she can't file a case. Yep.
No, once they start trying to take money, grab a lawyer with a quickness.
Ben, I don't know if a state medical board would do any good or not, depending on where it is.
It will. State medical board will, but by the time they get around to doing it, 5 years down the road, it may be too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, start that process, but prioritize the immediate of let's get him.
Yeah.
State medical board is not going to be in any sort of hurry.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a clusterfuck.
Lawyer up. Sorry, but she's got to lawyer up.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish there was a better answer. You know, all we can do is say a prayer for him.
Yeah.
And her.
No. Lawyer up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go turn the air conditioner down a bit.
Yeah, the other fun thing this morning was having to go pee in the bottle at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm an old man. I was done with that by 7. And of course, you get out there, it's like, well, you got to go pee in our bathroom and do it basically where we can track it. It's like, really? I got to go drink 3 gallons of water. Woohoo! So I was finally able to go. And now I got to go every half hour, whether I need it or not.
Yeah.
Rick, you would be surprised at how little the coffee impacts me.
My only issue is I will drink 8 ounces of coffee and 32 ounces of water, and then whittle 80 ounces of whittle.
Feels that way.
Well, I drink at least a pot of coffee in the morning. At least.
I'm down to one Mondo Attack mug.
What's the news out of Thunderdome? That's on you.
The news out
Patience-
of the Thunderdome
Patience,
is
my
that
Padawan.
we scheduled the next year. It's going to be busy.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of fun doing it, though.
The sleepy sillies hit pretty hard.
Y'all were wore out.
No kid, I'm still
Yeah.
wore out.
No,
Still wore out.
it was good. It was very productive.
And of course, I had a hard bright line for maximum number of anthologies for 2026. Was that followed? Hell no.
Yeah, well, I mean, these things happen. There's just so many fun ideas out there.
Yeah, Jesse, the issue here is you've got to get all the labs done before 2:00, actually before 1:30, because everything gets shipped at 2. So yeah, I've done that too. Show up and okay, I'm ready. Oh, we already closed the lab. Crap.
A nice bright line fading behind you the distance. That ain't no lie.
Yeah.
We're doing X number of anthologies. What do I see on the schedule? X plus 3.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. X plus 4.
X plus 4 and plus 4. Potentially plus 4.
Yes, Jesse. Surprising how much someone has to study for that particular test.
No kidding.
Of course, part of my problem, and I'll be perfectly honest, is I forgot what I was going out there for.
No ADD there at all.
I thought it was for the PSA. Yeah. Which I got anyway.
You are a man of a certain age, a gentleman of a certain vintage. Of course, you get your,
Yes.
unless you're the president, of course, then they don't bother a PSA.
Yeah.
Every other swinging Y chromosome out there gets a PSA starting at age 50.
Yeah.
If you're the potato of the United States,
Yeah.
you don't have to have a PSA. Because, prostate cancer doesn't affect the potatoes.
Yeah, Kermit. I used to drink literally 25 or 30 cups of coffee a day. That's what we did. You survived in the Navy on coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and the stronger the better.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally retired, not by choice in 2016, it was like, might ought to want to cut down a little bit. So I've cut down to, give or take, a pot a day, 14-cup pot a day, maybe 2. Unless I go to a con, then I'm drinking coffee all day and all night. You'd be surprised at the looks you get from bartenders at 8 o'clock at night going, "Can I have a coffee?"
No, I wouldn't. See them all the time.
Yeah.
Sir, do you want Irish in that? No, I want coffee. Just give me a cup of coffee. Brandy? Coffee.
Now, you wouldn't turn down an Irish coffee, though.
No, that's what he was just saying. He would turn down. No Irish, no brandy.
I love Napoleon coffees. I love Irish coffees. I do. But unfortunately, as we discovered in St. Louis, half the bartenders in the United States can't make a proper Irish coffee, much less a Napoleon coffee.
Yeah, Nancy, a 14-cup is about like 10 real cups. And I'm drinking them out of my mug, so 8.
I staggered into Millennium Hotel in St. Louis that year. And I do mean staggered because I'd been cramped in the backseat of a car for 14 hours.
And visited Illinois.
Visited Illinois by accident. Another list of felonies right there. And ordered an Irish coffee because it wasn't the official hotel of the NRA, but half the NRA was in the lobby because Rita and Jim were holding court.
We were having fun.
Yes. So what'd Skippy bring me? A cup of coffee with a shot of Irish in it. Here you go.
Yeah.
I drank it.
Yeah, Greg.
Paid $5 for an Irish coffee. I'm gonna drink it.
East St. Louis is just a lovely place. Not.
Because there's 2 cops and Rita in the car.
Yeah.
And we got over the bridge and we started counting felonies.
Yeah. And you got quite a count before you got turned around.
Yes, indeedy.
That was an interesting NRA.
Yes, it was. I've been in a car a long time. Really, I can't even get out. Yeah. I was folded up in the back seat because it was. Rita still had her Hyundai Tucson at the time. And Tucson's a decent little SUV. It really is. And then the back seat sucks.
Yeah.
The back seat sucketh. Yeah, it wasn't great. And I've been in it 14 hours. And because the front passenger seat was Matt Guest, who's
6'19".
yeah, he's 7'19". I was right behind Rita. Granted, there's plenty of space because my little honey gets up there on the steering wheel because her legs are that long.
Yeah.
And
That's how I drive too.
And y'all kill us if we ever get in the vehicle.
no kidding.
I felt so bad because Peter borrowed the truck the other day, and I didn't even think to go out to try to adjust it. So I hear him over there making noises, and I'm like, "What is he?" And then I realized what I had done, because Peter's quite a bit taller than I am, like a lot taller than I am.
I went to move Alma's truck once.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuck. I could not reach the friggin'
Yes.
seat release.
Yes. My dad and I used to both drive his truck. And he's not a tall man, but much longer legs than mine are.
Yeah.
And I got in the habit then of I'd get out of the truck, reach down and pop the seat back.
Yeah.
And then he could adjust it forward if he wanted, because I'd just walk it back. But otherwise he'd come in the house complaining that his chins had been hitting his knees.
Yeah.
When,
Michael, the proper way to make an Irish coffee is you sugar the rim, use real whipped cream, and it's 1 shot of
high top shelf Irish.
yeah, Bushmills or something like that, Jameson's.
Good coffee.
Good coffee.
And
And
the turbinado sugar, which is the
The brown, less refined.
less refined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're really good, you steam the milk before it goes in.
yeah, well, if you do real whipped cream, you're doing pretty good. But you use 1 shot, fill it with coffee within about a ½ inch of the top, whipped cream to fill the cup, and that's it. Very simple.
This was coffee and a shot of Irish.
Yeah.
Irish. And that's it. So I was looking at it going, what the shit?
It was fitting a VW Sirocco, but it was then a 3-seat car. Yeah.
When we actually start making some money from Racketeer Press, the next vehicle we get is going to have one of those driver 1, driver 2 buttons where I can reach in, punch driver 2, and have everything set up so I don't wind up with my scraping my chest hair on the airbag.
Yeah, Kermit, that works too. Find someone named Seamus O'Malley. Then the only problem is whether he's going to drink it or you get to drink it.
And Napoleon coffee is the same way. You just use brandy instead of Irish.
Yep. So many of those.
Oh yeah, like mules.
Yeah.
Vodka mule, bourbon mule, tequila mule. Mm-hmm.
Well,
you can do all kinds of variations, and
Yeah.
every liquor you use as a base is going to change the flavor and the effect.
How
of
the
it.
night ends up.
Well, yesterday I had was going to pressure wash the porch, cleaned all the stuff off of our porch, and was going to pressure wash the porch. Got our pressure washer dug out of the shed and plugged in, and it went and wouldn't start again. So I don't know if it's fixable or not, but I used the hose and the jet setting to clean our porch because the spiders. Oh, the spiders! I'm not bad. I'm not objecting to having spiders outdoors. I'm fine with having spiders outdoors. They eat mosquitoes. But we had little spider web clots of junk all over the ceiling and the walls and
Carcass.
the windows.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely a little charnel house everywhere. So I'm looking up.
It was
And-
atmosphere.
Yes, very atmospheric. Also slightly crunchy to breathe the atmosphere. So I'm looking up and hosing off the ceiling, and somehow managed to strain my neck. So last night, Stanford, I was complaining about the fact that it was annoying and making it hard to focus on stuff. And so he said, well, if you're not going to do any more work today, mix some gin and ginger ale,
Yeah.
which I had never done before. And it was actually quite
Mhm.
tasty.
Yeah.
So I was pleased with that, but it was not something, I mean, gin and tonic, sure.
Yeah.
Gin and ginger ale was new on me. I would
Ginger
normally
ale-
put other things in ginger ale.
It was the Halloween decorations from last year that didn't get taken down yet.
Yes.
Well, I'm here to tell you, for being an area where the Mediterranean house geckos allegedly eat mosquitoes, the wasps that are hip deep around here allegedly eat mosquitoes.
They are not doing their damn
The
job.
purple martins eat mosquitoes. The bats eat mosquitoes. The spiders eat mosquitoes. Somebody needs to get them back to work.
Yeah.
So what we did today to finish off from the cleaning yesterday was I'd bought it months ago because this was supposed to happen a long time ago. I bought mosquito netting, and our front porch, the sitting area, is now mosquito netting enclosed.
Ah,
So, because there is West Nile virus in this county.
Yeah.
And my
Every
husband is
summer.
on so many blood thinners that when a mosquito bites him, I'm surprised they don't just explode.
Pull out, burn, you hit an artery.
So now he has a safe place where he can sit, bask in the sun like that lizard, and and read.
gin and squirt. What the hell?
Okay, so squirt is like citrusy, grapefruity drink. I can see where that would work.
Ugh. Joe says they called it a squint in high school.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Orb spider made a web in the bed of pickup, named her Murray. The friends kept threatening to burn the truck.
Spiders and I have a mutual detente. They stay away from me. I don't squash them.
We had a cane spider that was about 6 inches
Mm-hmm.
around
Mm-hmm.
out in Hawaii.
Did they make webs, or were they like a tarantula type? that
Oh, it
doesn't
was a
web?
web. It was
Yeah,
a webber.
Yeah, yeah.
And it made a web in the corner of the lanai.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would feed it by flicking hamburger up in it. And
That heifer
she
was
liked that.
thick.
Uh-huh.
That heifer was thick.
Yeah. And we found out about 4 months later, she was apparently pregnant too.
Well, the big ones are usually the females. So
Yeah.
yes.
And all of a sudden, there was all kinds of little spiders running around the lanai.
We get the big garden spiders here, the golden orb weavers or argiopees. And I like to see those in my garden, but when I
Yeah.
went to grab the pressure washer, one had built its nest attached, or its web attached to the pressure
Yeah.
washer. So I carefully coaxed her outside of the shed,
Yeah.
not in the shed.
Coach.
Yeah. Hey, Dave Batteraina's on here. He has changed his podcast to Quell It with Fire.
Quill it with fire?
Yeah.
It's not the Mirthquake anymore?
Nope.
Mirthquake
Quill
was
it-
fun.
Quill it with fire.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? When I was a wee sprog, probably 5 or 6, maybe 7, probably 7. I was hauling butt through the spit of jungle between the Odibo Estates and the airport, and a big ass African spider had built a web across, and I hit the web, went through, but it was parked on my face.
The spider?
Spider, and it was bigger than my face. And I bet you didn't know, I didn't know, that spiders tend to make noises, some to basically tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I realized that the growling and the clattering and all it was the spider wanting me to go away. I don't like spiders. Not a big fan of spiders.
My husband still teases me because in general, I have no problem with spiders,
Yeah.
and I will deal with them when I encounter them. we had, when we lived in Ohio, in this little house that had a part dirt basement, there was a big wolf spider that lived downstairs. You don't get tarantulas in Ohio, but he was
Yeah.
big. And we named him Ralphie. And as long as he stayed down there, we were fine. Well, one day Ralphie broke the pact. And he showed up in the bathroom when I'm cleaning the bathroom. And he runs across the floor, and you could hear the footsteps. Patter, 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 patter. And so I'm calling for Sanford because I'm barefoot, because of course I am. And I don't want to step on a spider with my bare feet. And he's like, why can't you just deal with it? And I'm like, they're not supposed to make noise when they run.
That's interesting, Nick. That's one I never heard of. Calamacho.
Calamocho.
Or what?
Wine
Spider?
mixed with a soft drink like Sprite or Coke.
I don't know about that. And then again, I don't drink a lot of wine,
Yeah.
so I honestly don't
Monkey,
know.
spiders, wild hog. Is there any wild critter you haven't had dynamic interaction with? Sharks.
Yeah.
I haven't had dynamic interaction with shark yet.
Because he didn't go in the Navy.
I did not join the Navy.
There's a scout camp called Philmont out west, which involves a lot of hiking. And we went out there when I was, I think, 12. And you have to hike to get from campsite to campsite.
Mhm.
And the kid that was supposedly leading the hike that day managed to get us lost.
Oh dear.
Oh, second lieutenant in training.
So we end up in the open bedding down in an arroyo,
Dumb.
which is dumb.
Dumb.
It was also in June, in the middle of a tarantula highway.
That's the second worst reason to camp an arroyo.
And it was hot. So I'm about halfway out of my sleeping bag. And I feel something crawling over me.
Yep.
And then I feel multiple somethings crawling over me.
Yep.
And apparently I came out of that bag like a rocket coming out of a launcher, screaming and batting spiders away. And it was tarantulas. And they were all the 4 to 5 inch size ones.
And you have the lead going, hey, asshole, get out of the highway.
Yeah.
Move, get out of the highway.
Apparently, I was the one that was in the front of the group that was in the highway. So everybody else managed to scramble out of the way. But we spent the rest of the night sitting around a campfire about 20 feet away and watching these things. And I mean, there were, I will say, hundreds of them
Mm-hmm.
walking across there.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking that's really cool, but I would not have been happy had
Yeah.
I woken up with them.
Well, and what was worse was we had all left our sleeping bags over there.
Uh-huh.
I left everything, including my pride.
Well,
Tarantulas can have it.
that was long gone at that point.
Tarantulas can have it.
So the next morning, you know, we're over there frantically trying to
Shake everything out.
shake everything out, and, you know, reach in and look in. And of course there was always one or two that was in the bottom of the bag, you know, and you shake, shake, shake. I think I got that. To this day, I cannot stand friggin' tarantulas.
Yes, Mead Hall, this is a nice shirt. I'm quite fond of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
Rain drives tarantulas out of their holes. Yes.
yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm
No, the flashlight trick. If you, I don't know if it's the same one Nick's talking about, but if you take your flashlight, turn it on, hold it right here.
Yeah.
And then look. See those little blinking jewels out there?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was about to say, which is I've only ever seen one tarantula since,
Yeah.
Since starting to visit Texas, and that was my first Fool's Con when I didn't live here yet.
Right.
Sanford called me outside because we were there at that little cabin in,
Yep.
in the campground.
Yeah.
And there was a nice little tarantula there. I was very pleased to get to see it. And then since we've moved here, I have never seen them in town here.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to go camping out one of the parks somewhere to get to see a tarantula again.
That's on you.
Yeah.
I did a dumb thing about 5 years back. I bought one of those keychain UV flashlights for Rita.
Yeah.
Our house is 120 years old, literally 120 years old, and the newspaper insulation went bye-bye a long time ago. So we get creepy crawlies.
Yeah.
And the floor has been stained about the same color as a bark scorpion.
Aha. Yes.
So I bought Rita a little UV flashlight, said baby, and the first time she up middle of the night to go do something, and the scream was
Epic.
not a happy young lady at all.
Never flash that UV on the bed in your hotel room
Oh God, no.
or
But-
anywhere else in the hotel room.
We had a Texas Ranger teach my criminal investigation class, the actual forensics part of it. And for the UV section, he got permission from a local mattress shop.
Oh, joy.
And when it closed down, we showed up with our UV lights and our yellow lenses. And I will never, ever buy a mattress from a mattress shop again.
Because they had been tested, hadn't
They had been extensively tested.
Now you're talking about the colors. It's one of the things you learn as a kid frog gigging in Louisiana. When you flash the light, you only gig the stuff with the green eyes, not the ones with the red eyes.
You can gig the ones with the red eyes if you really, really want to.
Yeah, they gig back.
If Mama shows up.
Yeah, and usually they're longer and wider than your gig. And if you do happen to get a chunk of them with a gig, then it becomes a rodeo.
Yeah, the red eyes are the gators, guys.
Yeah. Gators and snakes both. How the hell did that get on the ceiling? Yeah.
I've actually done that. The very last barracks before I ETS'd, very last barracks was World War II. And the World War II barracks on the second floor, you had the one small end room that was allegedly a 2-man room, which became Staff Sergeant Murtry's room. And I had a UV light. Turn on the light. I got up, got to go to the bathroom, shine a light, and it's like that. I don't want to know.
Speaking of barracks rooms, my son just got his barracks room, so he's no longer in student barracks. He's officially on transfer leave, and then on the 31st he reports to his boat. But
Yeah.
he got his room, so because he was thinking he was going to have to be a couple of nights in a hotel to bracket his leave.
Yeah.
Because they were
Make the Navy
telling
pay for it.
him,
Make the Navy pay for it.
well, they were telling him they weren't going to have his room ready until he actually reported back in, but they managed to come up with one, so he's got it.
Well, at least he's not on a barge.
No, I don't think there's room for barges at that base.
There have been.
There's
Yeah.
always room for a barge.
Yeah.
There's always room for a barge.
I'm thinking about standing there looking across the river going, there's not a huge amount of room there.
No, but they'll raft them up out there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Scorpions, yes, they will get your attention too. Even today, before I put a shoe on, I automatically shake the damn thing out.
Mm-hmm.
This is a holdover from Africa. That had nothing to do with desert time.
Yeah.
This was Africa. It's you always, and I didn't realize how ingrained it was till I was getting up one morning and I heard Rita giggling and realized that I had one of my flip flops and was banging it before I put it on. I was banging it, shook it before I put it on.
I realized when I was mucking around in the shed that I had left a pair of wellies out there. And I'm kind of afraid to ever wear them again. Sanford suggested I fill them up with the hose before I
Yeah.
put them on my feet again.
I'm actually rather fond of scorpions. I hate the little bastards. I do. But in Texas, if you have scorpions, you have grasshopper mice.
Yeah.
And I like grasshopper mice. I love those little darlings. I really do.
They're cute.
not only adorable, they're just love grasshopper mice.
I have not yet gotten to see one in person in the wild, so one of these days, maybe.
Yeah, Rick, you talk about the barracks in Groton. When we were first in Sigonella in the 70s, there were no barracks at NAS 2. It's a split base. So you had NAS 1, which was about 8 miles from the airfield. So everything, facilities-wise, billeting, food, everything else was NAS 1. All you had at NAS 2 were the hangars, basically, control tower, that kind of stuff. So they had buses that ran. So you either got a box lunch or you tried to catch the bus back, get lunch, to then catch the bus back down, which never worked. So they finally started building barracks in 78. 2010, I'm watching them tear the friggin' barracks down. I'm going, Jesus, I'm old. I can remember when those were new. And the ditches were only 3 feet wide.
Nancy's, the grasshopper mice do eat scorpions. Matter of fact, several of them specialize in eating scorpions.
Yeah.
Because apparently, if you're a grasshopper mouse, and put a pin there, will be forever annoyed at the scientists who did not name them wolf mice, because they should be named wolf mice, and that's the hill I will die on. Anyway, if you're a grasshopper mouse, apparently getting stung by a scorpion is gets you high.
Oh, well, that's an interesting way to process that.
Yeah, it sucked the scorpions.
What is it? Oh, pufferfish and dolphins.
Yeah.
The dolphins will poke the pufferfish if
Puff,
they
puff.
emit something that.
Puff pass is a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Bill. The Quonset huts were not only at Camp Schwab, they were also in Cuby. And the Marines that were on the shit list ended up in the Quonset huts up at the top of the hill. You could always tell which squadron had gotten into most trouble.
Oh yeah. Padre, one of my, I love when I'm camping up in the Panhandle at night. You can hear the grasshopper mice howl, and I know that's supposed to be fearsome. I really do. And if I were a scorpion, I would be hauling ass out of that area. But it's such an adorable sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went hiking at Caprock Canyon State Park, which is just a bit south of Amarillo.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed that.
We had fierce.
I
Yes,
did
fierce.
not see any bison on that trip, which I was fine with because I was on foot, and really there's just things I don't care to encounter in the wild that close up and personal. But there were a bunch of prairie dogs, which are really cute to watch, and burrowing owls, which are also cute. And I was thinking it would be a good place to go camping. And now I want to, because I want to see if I can hear
this
the
little squeak. And that they are psychotic little buggers. That a grasshopper mouse would, if it looks like it's edible,
It's going to try.
it's gonna try. I watched one actually kicking the dog snot out of a bark scorpion that had to be 3 times. The grasshopper mice aren't real big. And it was kicking us. It was kicking snot out of a scorpion. They will beat up other mice and eat other mice. They're the only carnivorous mouse, and they are seriously carnivorous.
Well, if you go to the Arctic, you have Arctic hares that are carnivorous.
Yeah.
Watched a Arctic fox chasing an Arctic hare in Thule in one direction. About 5 minutes later, they came back with the Arctic hare chasing the Arctic fox. And the Arctic fox going, "What the hell is wrong with this picture?"
There's
any rabbit, if it's given the opportunity and or is a very stressed mother rabbit, will eat meat.
They're omnivorous.
Rabbits will eat their own young if they're stressed.
I'm here to tell you that with 58 years worth of personal experience, I don't think there's such thing as an herbivore. I think they're all omnivores, because the number of I've seen cows eating rattlesnakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a horse will do the same thing.
After he throws your ass into the middle of next week.
Well, yes, but
Grasshopper. One more thing about grasshopper mice. There's Bryn makes this fantastic little 9mm subgun they call it Scorpion.
Yeah.
There is an American company, BHT, I think. I don't know. American company that made a 9mm subgun. And if you tear it down, the bolt's got a grasshopper mouse engraved on the bolt.
Oh, that's fun.
The Scorpion Killer.
That is fun. I like that kind of customer service Easter egg thing. hidden in.
I think it's BHT, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
They've got a grasshopper mouse engraved. You have to tear it down, but there's a grasshopper mouse engraved on the bolt.
I would love to get my hands on a Smith & Wesson Model 76.
Well, find a small Texas sheriff's office, and they probably got a half a dozen.
Yeah.
Because the Fed Gov was passing out 76s to sheriff's offices in the 50s like they were candy.
Yeah, that's a good little subgun.
I like the Scorpion. Scorpion's a decent little.
Yeah.
Scorpion's a decent little subgun.
The only problem is you need a damn ammo monkey to shoot it.
Yeah.
But I don't like loading that many rounds.
I don't mind as long as people are all sorts of happy about the drum on a Thompson.
Yeah.
Stick magazines work better. Use a stick.
Yeah.
It's like I have yet to see a Beta C, the 100 round AR-50
They don't work.
drum. I've yet to see one actually work.
Most cases, they'll jam about 20 rounds in.
Yeah. And then Magpul has a drum for the Glock. And it's about 50-50, whether it's a Jab-O-Matic or actually feed at all 50 rounds. Just get a stick mag.
Bill's got a good point. Picking up all the brass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually this roller thing.
Yeah.
That has these little green fingers on it, and you roll it over where you've been shooting. It picks up your brass for you. The brass gets stuck between the fingers and it gets scraped off into a drum.
Kind of like a pecan picker.
Yeah. Yeah. P90s are fun.
P90s are fun one.
Yeah. It's no good past 100 yards, and it basically has no recoil. And it'll go through those 50 rounds in a big friggin' hurry.
Yeah. Everybody thinks it's over the grass. Oh, that's a shame. No, I'm just get OEM, get original equipment parts for magazines.
Yes.
There used to Pro Mag, and it used to be a Meramag. It used to be gun show specials, and they made magazines allegedly for everyone.
Mermag.
No.
Started with an M.
Yeah. Well, did it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, these things, the only use I ever found for them was if you got the Desert Eagle. Thank you. If you got the Desert Eagle for the 357 caliber, 357 Magnum Desert Eagle, and you clip 2 loops off the spring, you can feed it full of 357s and then reload your single action by thumbing out of the magazine directly in the cylinder. It's a slightly quicker reload. That's the only. Medgar is good.
Medgar, that's what I was trying
No,
to think of.
Medgar's good. That's OEM for a whole bunch of. This is Pro Mag and a Meramag or something like that. My first ever encounter with a Pro Mag. I was at a school and I borrowed somebody's magazine. I had run my mag short and was about to cycle right back to the kill house. So I borrowed somebody's couple magazines. And I come through and locked back on mine, slammed the borrowed mag in, and I got a brass fountain out through the ejection port. Daddy was not happy.
Yeah.
Magpul is OEM. As far as I'm concerned, Magpul and Lancer are OEM mags. Lancer makes for I've got a Daniel Defense 308 currently over
Yeah.
at Jim's house, and I buy Lancer mags for the Daniel Defense and P mags for the AR-15.
Yeah.
So I don't get them confused in the dark.
I still have some original Colt mags.
I went to replace the magazine for the pistol that I have. That the magazine got, well, both magazines got lost in the move.
Yeah.
It was a whole box full of mags and ammo that went missing. But so the pistol's useless without a magazine, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's an obscure pistol, and the only mags I can find are like $50 on eBay, and I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I do not trust it at all.
Try buying a Colt magazine for a early Colt,
I can imagine. I can
especially
imagine.
a 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
$300.
I'll believe it.
Yeah. No, I'm just as happy. I mean, you guys had told me not to shoot this pistol anyway, so
Yeah.
It does not rattle. It's very sturdy, but I've been warned that it will spontaneously
It's
disassemble.
friggin' pot metal.
It barely has any recoil. It's comfortable to fire.
It's pot metal. Speaking of rattling, I shot expert with a 45 that rattled.
Oh yeah.
Because once it locked up, it was fine. But
Mhm.
you could sit there and literally it would tick, 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 you know.
When I was carrying a 45, I liked the Chip McCormick Shooting Star, but that's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hell, that's been. Don't worry about it. It's been a while. And Chip McCormick was just coming out, and those were damn fine mags.
Yeah, McCormick was expensive mags.
At the time, they were, especially for a cop, really expensive. But they never brass fountained out the ejection port either.
Oh, random question for you two.
Okay.
Since I just thought of it. My son wanted to know if it would be possible for him to rent a gun at a range so that he could get some experience with it before he has to shoot it for the Navy.
Yeah.
Which means, I think, that he's looking at an M16.
AR-15.
Is that going to be
Same
similar
thing.
enough?
He
Okay.
can, yeah, it's identical. Just
Oh.
doesn't have the giggle switch.
Well, and I don't think he needs the giggle switch, but basically he doesn't want to make a fool of himself when they actually go to have him shoot
He
it.
should go through a class before he goes bang bang to
Yeah.
learn how to not be a fool.
Should do
It's
the
the
same
Navy.
thing for a pistol.
It's the Navy. Yes,
So
there's
he has actually already shot for, I think, in basic training and did fine with it because he, I mean, it's not like he hasn't fired a gun ever. He
Well, he'll
just
be
was
standing
hoping.
watch. He'll be standing the brow watch with a shotgun.
Yeah, I don't know. He can tell you more when he shows up, but he was hoping to find a range that he can rent
Yeah.
something.
does he want
I
to come
don't-
here and do it?
He's going to be here for a week and a half. He figured if he could get a couple hours in at a range, then he'd feel more confident going into what he has to do. So
It shouldn't be that hard.
I know there's a range local, so
There's high point, high caliber,
High caliber.
range.
okay, then we can do that.
We're gonna need somebody to teach him because I don't know if I could regress back to basic with the AR-15.
Hmm.
I've never fired an AR-15, so
I probably can.
I used to have some calluses from.
Yeah.
We should be able. I mean, Peter should have. I've got the AR-10. My AR-15 setup. The setup's not good for a beginner.
we'll figure it out. But this was, I just
Well, I've got the
remembered that I was
H-Bar.
going to ask you guys.
Which
Yeah,
is-
well, yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, mine's got teal blue Bravo bolt release, and I mean it's not a newbie gun.
It's tricked.
It's kind of tricked out. It's tricked out to fit me. So
Well, I mean, I suspect a rental gun is probably going to be more similar to what he's going to get
Yeah.
on a Navy range.
Yeah.
But I may pay for dinner for somebody that can show him how to run it because
I will try to tone down the
Good luck with that.
Yeah. This ain't bad. This ain't good.
He knows that much. I mean, he's had some experience with both pistol and a rifle.
Yeah.
Just nothing. And I know that he did have to shoot for basic, because I gather he did fairly well because he'd already had some experience before he went in the military.
I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I can teach somebody how to drop a mag without using my index finger.
Good point, Bill. Bill says, not like you folks, including Cedar, don't know anyone with a range who
Well,
can teach people.
This is true, and I may reach out, Bill.
And I need to go up there and visit Bill anyway.
I was
Road
going to
trip.
say that'll
need
be a
to
road
visit
trip,
him.
but we could do that. That would be fun. So
Yeah.
I don't remember
Need
if
to-
Bill has met Johan.
Back fit a basic crap trigger. That lets me out
Oh.
because none of mine have crap triggers in
I
them
was
anymore.
gonna say we're asking Bill to actually make one of his guns worse. I don't know about this.
Because mine all have Geisleys in them.
I've got a. I think mine used to be a BCM.
Yeah.
I retrofit it for a teal blue Bravo
Oh, he's even got an AR on the simulator.
simulator.
Oh, there we go. That actually might be. Yeah, no.
That's a road trip.
Bill, I definitely need to talk to you about when you're available. So, because we only have him for a
And-
limited amount of time.
And that way it gives me an excuse to go up there and visit.
It's a 2-hour drive up,
Yeah.
3 or 4 hours playing around, 2-hour drive back.
Sounds like it'll probably be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get up there. So it'd be nice to see Bill and his lovely lady. So
Does the
He's got a great range.
does the
Mhm.
Navy put red dots on their ARs?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Because mine's slick top with a red dot, and I've got
The last ARs I saw were Marines, and they all had ACOGs on them.
ACOGs. Mine's got a red dot and a flashlight.
I have no idea. He just told me something about topsiders, and he was going to have to learn And I'm
We
like,
got it.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Bill.
It's usually a pistol. Usually it's pistol and shotty.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes sense to me as far as it's shotgun rather than rifle, but I have no idea.
But he still needs to fan with an AR.
And it'll be good for him to have a little bit of instruction that's not his mother.
And instruction by somebody that actually can teach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
the last folks I taught were SWAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole different. I know that. That's as when my kids were little and I was trying to teach them just stuff like basic
Yeah.
math, trying to go backwards far enough. I really get that, how you get to a point where you have such a subconscious grasp on stuff
Yeah.
that going back to, okay, how did I learn that even is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Iron sights, small. It's not him getting a smaller part of irons. It's I don't want to show him on a red dot AR and then have him have to use irons when he gets back to the squids.
Well, that's the H bar. Like I said, it's it's not a flat top, so it's got the peep sight and the whole 9 yards, but it does have a good trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, no.
Yeah, stop that shit. Don't
Yes.
ask you to
Is
see
Nick
a
on
cert.
Yeah, Nick Cedar, tell him you can just buy an expert marksman badge at Navex. They don't ask to see or cert anything. That's how I got my AOD crab.
Yeah.
No.
And this explains why Nick has said I've been blown up a few times.
Yeah. Jesse, thank you, Jesse. Did a quick search for us. Said Navy has red dots, but they're mission specific. Safer to assume bog standard ones don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly, the last few conversations I've had with my son have been staccato and brief.
Yeah.
I think he's up to his eyeballs in, because they're still screwing around with his clearance.
Yeah.
So there for a few days, he was really anxious. He wasn't actually going to get to go to his boat.
Yeah.
And, but it sounds like they've got everything straightened out.
Boat.
Medical, well, because the other thing, he had to go through medical and
Yeah.
the check-in and check-outs from the barracks. And so every time I've talked to him, he has been scattered.
Oh, I love I realize that I haven't qualified with irons on AR-15 in decades. I really haven't.
I never qualified with an AR-15. M1.
Yeah.
And then never got to shoot it the second and third time to get my expert.
Which is the real thing you resent.
Yes.
And my thing is I've been to AR schools, and I need to talk to Bill about this. I've got some habits that I picked up from schools that really freak out other schools. So
Oh, nice. The M1 with irons. Well, I'd have to bring mine up there. Now the question would be, do I bring the new old stock one, or do I bring the national match?
I reload my ARs the same way I reload my pistols.
Yeah.
I bring them in, spot the far side of the mag well, and watch the mag go in.
Yeah.
And that freaks out people. Some schools, that's the way you do it, and some schools get really freaked out.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They don't like having the rifle pointed above the berm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But that's I try to keep the same motions. I reload a pistol the same way.
Yeah.
When I spot the far side of the magazine well and drive the magazine in, I do the same thing with my rifle.
Yeah.
Come up, spot the far side of the magazine well, drive the magazine in. There's
Well,
some nuance there, Ian. There's always nuance.
Yeah. There's what works, and then there's what works. Yeah. Rick, for your information, I have actually fired a gun.
Yeah. Gunsmith Joe brought one.
Yeah. Before Kelly stuck the bullet in and forgot to load the powder behind it.
I know. I'll punch the mag release and come up so that I can spot the far side.
Yeah.
I like to make sure the magazine goes in. I've had issues with in the past, and it left a training scar.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I went to a class one time with a high-speed low drag operator that was very, very about the rifle stays up and down range on the reload and horizontal to the deck. And I know for a fact, I've seen the videos where that muzzle came up in the middle of an actually rocky firefight. The muzzle came up and he spotted the fire. Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the push-pull.
Ian, I thought you weren't supposed to look at the weapon while reloading to maintain such awareness. I'm going to let you in on something. That little monkey that sits in the base of your hindbrain, when something goes whiz crack past your ear, he gets really, really task focused.
Yeah.
And right after you get done wetting your pants, you want to make sure, and you can't not do it. I can't. You will watch that mag go in.
For me, I always just roll at 90 degrees when I'm doing the same thing.
I bring it. I will fire it and bring it in.
Yeah.
Because I've also had people out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got people.
Well, I'll bring it in.
Yeah.
I'm rolling at 90 degrees.
I've had a sheriff's office instructor tell me I had to reload out here at arm's length.
No, bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a quick glance to make sure it's actually there.
Up and back into the.
Because I have seen people completely miss.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Hand finds hand. Yeah. Till you're numb.
I'm going to do it. Tactical reload. And ding. You know.
Yep.
It is that time.
Oh.
We need to talk about upcoming books and such like.
Okay.
We've got, Vice Noir came out last week.
It did.
Yeah.
We have
I have a story in that one.
yes, you do, and it's a good story. We got a bunch of good stories in
bunch
that
of good
one.
stories now.
We have Fred Phillips' boys' adventure book, Dreams of Gold and Fire, will be available for pre-order
18.
on the 18th, and that one was a lot of fun. I mean, it's it's very classic fantasy, and it's a young man who runs away from home and gets himself in trouble a few times before he finally straightens out and figures out what he's doing. And I think we can all sympathize with him. Although as a mother, there were a couple of times I wanted to kind of smack him a little.
Yeah.
But I think boys will really enjoy just that book has everything you'd want from a fantasy novel in it. So, and we have next week we have Artifact Origins coming out, and that one will be stories of the magical items and where did they come from, how did they get to be this way. So that's going to be another good collection of stories, and I should be finishing up a story myself for publication sometime this month. But it's not quite done yet. I've been fighting it tooth and nail. So,
yeah.
How are you doing on yours, Jim?
I just went over the 33,000 words. I'm a third of the way there.
Yeah.
It's so nice to be able to actually write again.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Some kind of continuity.
Blades of Black Magic just closed. Contract 726 tap. There will be news regarding.
Yes, there will be news.
There will be news regarding Blades of Black Magic. So
let's just say that was very well received by our authors.
The first John Wick movie was all airsoft weapons and still a fun watch. Yeah.
Well, the airsoft is okay. People make fun of John Wick for the magazine flip. If you've ever played around with airsoft, you know exactly.
Yeah.
The plastic magazines and airsofts will jam, and you flick when you're holding another magazine, you flick it to get the airsoft mag out. That's where that training habit came from.
Rick, it will be later this year. I am not that fast a writer, even when I'm writing good.
Faster than me.
Yeah. So
I just got done with 8,200 words. It took me 2 years to write.
Next one will be faster.
Yeah.
It only take me a year and a half.
It'll be faster than that.
Done it sticking that way with an M&P mag.
Remember the first generation Glocks? I had a training scar for ages. I would fire it, hit the button, and rip my hand down the front to catch the lip of the magazine, yank that damn plastic mag out of the son of a bitch.
Well, it was not designed to come out.
No, it wasn't.
Which at my Gen 17,
yep,
or my Glock 17 is a Gen 1.
Gen 1.
And the mags do not fall out of it.
Yeah. It's because it was designed by Austrians for the Austrian military, who are required to hang on to their magazines. Yes. So it took me years to break that training scar. And then rip my hand down so that my fingers would catch the lip of the magazine and pull it out of the gun. When do we find out about next year's anthologies? Patience.
Yeah, give us a little time to
wake up.
To get everything collated and organized.
Let the argument stop.
there will be a couple of big announcements, and we're also still lining up editors. So we're going to be doing a bunch of guest editors this coming year, and we need to invite people and line things up before we make announcements.
Let the pie cool. Yes, thank you, Nick.
Yes, that's a good way to put that.
Let the pie cool. Yes.
There are some fun images out there of so we pranked Ian.
I didn't realize it was a prank at first.
The guys were setting up decoy post-it notes so we could take a picture to share on social media. And Ian wasn't here yet. He'd just coming in from work. And we started slapping him up on the official calendar. So he came in and started going through it. And at first, he kind of just went right over all the decoys. He was looking at other things. And then he stopped because one of them had the word on it. He's like, no. He tore it off and put it down. And then he realized what we've done.
Yeah.
But there's pictures on social.
Okay, so I'm looking at what my little bug signs put up there. And seriously. Is anybody here going to be surprised if giant inappropriate robots?
No.
It's, I'm getting giant inappropriate robots. He'll realize that's just a joke. No, I won't. So it's like, okay. All right.
The one that tripped his alarms was springtime for Spurgle.
Springtime for Sparkle. Nope, that was. At the time, I still thought it was serious. It's like, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, they're privileged. Or publisher privilege. We're not doing that one. And they started laughing at me. It's like,
On that note, folks, we've wasted over an hour of your time. We do appreciate it as always. Mickey D's Pies rival lava lamps for Tipter. Yes.
giant inappropriate robots.
No, that's Edie Sky's domain.
Yeah.
We'll stay out of her world.
Again, I've dealt with you folks for how many years? It did not surprise me at all that one of the anthology pitches was giant inappropriate robots.
Dungeon Crawler Carl does have Samantha talk about inappropriate robots. Yes.
I never read that. Probably should.
People keep telling me I should read it. All right.
And remember, folks, don't sweat the pet stuff. Don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff. And y'all be good. We'll see you Thursday.
Okay, see you Thursday. Y'all be safe.
Bye. God, what a day.
I could easily do a springtime for Sparkle story.